yeah, like no. What do you think that's brody, yeah, man?
A clear person.
I think you're on.
First, let me say very good night to the operator and the staff here at NCN, and good night to the viewers out there. I'm Compton Sanko. Having with me in the studio here is to my right is Mr. Arbajan, and he is the Prime Minister rep. And to my left is Mr. Nan Prasad, businessman of the Nan Prasad industry. Tonight we are here to discuss about the Guyana Cup Fever horse race meeting, which will be held tomorrow at the Port Morant Turf Club. We having 7 events carded for the meet, and I would like to emphasize that this 7 card this 7 event that will be carded tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of exciting and a lot of excitement. We know for a fact that tomorrow be Easter Sunday. It's a family entertainment. All the families will be coming out, the relatives and friends. They will be there at the Port Morant Turf Club. That's the venue for the big one day Guyana Cup horse race meeting. Uh, Special thanks to the promoter, the brainchild for this fever race meeting. That's Mr. Najuddin Mohammed and his son Junior, the Junior Jumbo Jet, who has been working feverishly around the clock to ensure that come tomorrow, each and every one will have an enjoyable day. First, let me let me get on to Mr. Harbajan. Well, Mr. Harbajan, this is the first time I've ever had you in the studio, and you could tell us something about tomorrow Guyana Cup Fever.
Yeah, thanks. I met, I think a few days ago I met Chris, and he was Jack was telling me about the race coming up, and you have some very interested entry in that 7 card race. And as a horse fan myself, I've been around horse race long. I announce horse race, I video, I make DVD, and I know that tomorrow with these sets of horse you have on the entry and the track condition, what I need to understand, it will be a perfect outing. And to emphasize on what you just said, it is family in Berbice and other part of Guyana is looking out for event like this, and sports, especially horse racing. It's an outing, and I'm for the horse lovers, I'm encourage you to come out. You're not gonna regret it, because some of the big names in the business and horse will be there.
Thank you very much. So I will now focus. We will now focus our attention. To my left is Mr. Nan Prasad. He's a very well-known individual. He's the CEO of the Caribbean Rice industry, and he's one of the most leading horse racing owner in Guyana today, because he have done it recently at the Canadian Memorial Turf Club. Mr. Nan Prasad, would you like to focus some light on this event coming up tomorrow?
Well, good night, viewer. Sunday tomorrow is the Port Morant racetrack is the place for it to be, and it's the weather is good, the track is good. I was just looking at the program here for tomorrow, and there's a lot of horse. The big names, all the big names are here tomorrow. I don't think for a long time you could have a race with all the big name in horse in one day event. Tomorrow is the day, and you can't miss it out there. You know, you have to be in Port Morant. You have to be as single or with your family and your family. So I'm looking forward to see everybody out in Port Morant in large number for this big grant event. It's an exciting day, and for the bettors, you have to work with a lot of money, because there's so much excitement. There's so much upset. There's so much things you're going to want to settle, and if you got to invest in all the race, them you'll have to invest big tomorrow. So walk with a lot of money tomorrow. And for the guys them who like to party and walk with a driver, and there will going to be a lot of entertainment for you there. The horse race, the bar, and all of these items on sales. So there is going to be a big party for everybody, even the kids. There's something there for them. So looking forward to it tomorrow.
Well, I've just heard the man himself, Mr. Nan Prasad. But from my perspective, I personally, I am to the opinion that for something or the other, sometime or the other, in recent days, horse racing tend to be, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I ask myself the reason for this. Why is the reason? At one stage in Guyana, if my memory guides me right, in the olden days, Guyana was the leading horse racing country in the Caribbean. Subsequently, at times it tends to deteriorate, and then it comes up back again. And I'm asking myself, why can't we get a standard racing community in Guyana?
I Thursday, I would invite Moen to a meeting with the director of sports at my office, which I invite Chris Jagdeo and some other horse big name in the business, also some organizers. And that's one of the questions they raised with the director. I mean, and the way forward with horse racing. And the director of sports named the two top sports in the country, and cricket didn't fit in his thing. He named the number one is car racing and horse racing, and it's coming from the director. So for the past couple of months, I took it upon myself after some meet at Bushlatan by Nan Prasad racetrack there and some other places, that there is a legislation would have been submitted with some rules and regulation, and I'm following up on that. And the director of sports, after the meeting Thursday, already emailed me the one that Kennard and Crawford would have put together. So he sent it back to us at the bottom to take a look at it, and I spoke to Moen on it, and I also spoke to Dennis the Hoop on it to take a look at it. So I have the copies, and I will give it to them on Tuesday to sit with the committee what you all have, and because those days when those legislation would have been put in places, or the rules what they would have tried to implement would have been different from what we have now. We have all these technologies, we have all these different type of things, and jockey a little different, and the horse trainers and owners, they have all the different rules. So that's a good point you raised, that we must have some sort of rules and regulation. Coming back to tomorrow at Port Moran. Port Moran itself, horse racing at Port Moran. Anyway in Guyana, you mentioned horse race at Port Moran, you're gonna have crowd, you're gonna have people. I remember going there as a small boy. You may have Reagan, I think Reagan, Sea Hat, Guyana, Boloza, and those type of name, Sea Queen, Ocean Queen, and those horses. And you say the people will be there. I don't know how does if you all charge per family and vehicle. I mean, I'm sure you can touch on that, because Easter is coming up. People want to pinch a little bit here and there. So come in there tomorrow. They can win money to take back to the beach and enjoy themselves. But like you say, I believe in upset. I'm a long shot better, and I based on your program, you have all in is like at the bottom. I'm gonna say all in one program there. You have it going on there.
Yeah. Well, yes, that's a fact. But we must pay specific compliments to Mr. Nazruddin Mohammed Jumbo Jet, and I'll tell you why. Jumbo Jet has been taking the mantle to enhance horse racing in this country today. People may disagree, but a lot will agree with me. Now look at the prize money that Jumbo Jet pay. He pay an attractive prize money. He is the brainchild of both the Guyana Cup and the Cup Fever, right? And what I would like to know or to see is that let's get all the club members, get them organized, get meetings, hold constant meetings, so that horse racing could elevate itself to the highest order that it was before in the olden days. You had Mr. Crawford. Well, he's a disease, but he still have the family, and he still have some histories, some records, so to speak. You have the Habibullah. Those people must not left out. You have the Colin Ellicott. You have the Chris Jagdale, Jumbo Jet, Cecil Kennard, Mr. Cecil Kennard. Let all those big bodies come together. Yeah, whole meets, constant meet. You understand? Discuss the future of horse racing, the development, the motivated of horse racing, because one man can do it all by himself. Jumbo Jet has been trained feverishly to promote this sport. And if Jumbo Jet pull himself out, I don't know what we're going to get.
Well,
To the viewers out there, the viewers, I don't know who will agree or disagree, but I am talking open-handedly. Look, the little Jumbo Jet Junior, this youngster has been working feverishly. When I say feverishly, to ensure that the race is promoted in a high quality. And I am giving him my support.
I glad you bring that up, because every program you read in a horse meet that I have attended, Jumbo is always either a sponsor, you have horses, and you have some sort of entry. I never met the gentleman. I think I met his son a few times, but maybe like just seeing him. But a few of his trainers I know, and yes, he's one of the big name in the business. Unfortunately, I never have a chance to have a conversation with him, but I do have 2 or 3 times I met with Kennard. But I would really love to meet with him, and once he have that drive, I have that drive too, because I mentioned to Moen, that these are the players out there. The Jumbo Jets. These are the people. They could have just said, look, drift for me, but they didn't. They stay on. Now is the time to see the sports blossom, because once you have people who have an interest in it, like them, like the Jumbos, it will go places. And I don't think one should disagree with you because you're saying that because of the Jumbo, in no matter big or small, but a man like him, he always contribute towards horses. I go to racetrack and I read the program. He always have an entry, and his sportsmanship, win, lose, you will find him, at the track back with other good horses.
And I am very proud to having a rep from the Prime Minister, that's a high office in this country, to share his view, whereby the viewers out there could have a level understanding how far the office of the Prime Minister would like to take horse racing in Guyana. Likewise, Mr. Moen, he himself, he is a promoter to horse racing, and I do know for a fact that he's trying desperately. He's promoting, he's doing the Sprint Classic. And I love the Sprint Classic because, not all the horses could go the extra distance. So he take it and they always say, well, we're going to implement Sprint Classic. And the Sprint Classic, a lot of people love it.
Sanko, right? Sanko, I don't know if you're aware that I think the last meet Nan Passad has at his racetrack. I made contact with the office of the Prime Minister, and I said that this is a booming sports and in Borbis, and you should our office should sponsor a cup, and then we have the Prime Minister Cup in the main event. However, I was told by Kennard right at the track that the Prime Minister, they used to race a horse called Bright Steel.
Bright Steel.
So now is the time to put everything together, and let's take it to the Prime Minister and say this is a sports. It is growing, and it's growing rapidly, because as you may look, cricket is, for me, this is my personal view, cricket is fading away. Cricket is fading away. We have, Guyana was a breeding grounds for cricketers in the 80s. In the 80s up to the 90s, Guyana was a breeding ground for cricketers. Today, some of the Guyanese barely make the West Indies team.
All right,
So
let's what I want to say based on both of you, I'll comment on on the promoting and legislation of the race and all of that. It's coming. We have a strong group now. and there's a couple of us. We need more people to join us, and let's push to have this sports properly organized. I know the horse racing is on the rise. It said yes, the Jumbo and the Jumbo family junior now taking a big lead, and he's doing a real wonderful job. And to come tomorrow you will see the work that he do. There's an evidence in that work, because when you look at the type of racing will be there, 7 race carded for tomorrow, the amount of people and the way they organize it, then you will, with a simple say that this guy can do a whole lot of hell, because he have the courage, he get the experience to do it, and the sports will rise now because of there are more people in it, and there are more people willing to move forward, and we need the support of everybody to move the sports. More so, we need the support of the government to give some technical guidance in terms of legislation and all of that, so that we can get the sports more organized and more professionally done. And again, as I said, come tomorrow. It's a wonderful day of sports. It's a wonderful day of horse racing, and you need to be there, because if you're not there, you're going to lose a lot of stuff. You're going to lose all the excitement, and you have to be there tomorrow.
Sanko,
well, of course, you have heard Mr. Dan Pasadi is just voice his opinion. But there are some viewers out there who would like to know the program, because this is the race day program for tomorrow. And race number 1, it will be for the horses that classified 4 years old, West Indian bred, and the G3 and low horses. Red Rocket, Super Bowl, Chelsea, Got to Go, Bridlestone Corner, Is It She Charming, Big Man Boss, Prince Line.
I'm going with the Super Bowl.
And those are the horses that have been listed for the first event. Let me go through it again once more. Red Rocket, Super Bowl, Chelsea, Got to Go, Bridlestone Corner, Is It She Charming, Big Man Boss, and Prince Line. And that event is for the 4 years old, West Indian bred, and the G3 and low horses. Then we go to page 2. The second event on the day card will be for the 3 years old, Guyana bred, and may I make myself quite clearly, the 3 years old, Guyana bred, and the I3 and low horses, a distance of 1,200 meters, listed on the program: Mischievous Maker, Princess Saria, King Stanley, Seven Dust, Miss Anjani, Party Time, Marianne, Awesome Cash, Liquid Lion, Irish Baby. And that event is for the horses that classify. It's 3 years old Guyana bred. Please take note that it's for the 3 years old Guyana bred and the I3 and low horses.
Yeah, go through it fast.
Thank.
Then race number 3 for the E3 and low. Red and Lovely, Release the Beast, Golden Blue Echo, It's My Choice, Goodwill Boy, Mayday, Big Man Boss. Race number 4, the L and Lower Maiden, Confusion, Blue Lightning, Lil Dude, Call She's Royal, Another Time Party Done, Something Special, Royal Blaze, Royal Sun, Secret Tinker, The Rocket, Flo Joe. Next event, race number 5, H3 and lower, Jumbo Gift, Appealing Harvest, Cat Messiah, Midnight Blues, Quiet Dancer, Karina Maya, Campador, It's My Turn, Amazing Run, Boardman, Bridlestone Corner. Race number 6, Princess She's Not, and that's the feature event. Princess She's Not, Jack Is My Style, Just Call Me Boss, Keep On Swinging, Climate Change, Honey Flow, Spitfire, Golden Blue Echo, Goodwill Boy, Brave Sky, Lady Budapest.
Any favorite there in your mind?
Well, of course, look, judging at the last, I will come back to that in a short while. Let me
Now discuss.
I come back in a short while.
Keep that thought. That
Race
can
number
happen.
7, it's for the J2 and the K class horses. Please take note, the final event for the J2 and K class horses. Super Cat, Awesome Cash, Ready to Romance, Red Jet, Slim Shady, Big Man in Tongue, Little, Blondie, Natural Beauty, Red Region, Miss Olympic, Amazon Warrior, Another Time. Those are the horses that I just mentioned will be taking part in tomorrow's event. Now, Mr. Nanprasad has just asked me,
His pick for the big race.
he's just asked me about my choice for the feature event. Well, of course, when one can look at the lineup for the feature event, Princess She's Not, single-handedly, she has proven her tally. She won the last Guyana Cup and she won the President Cup. That's Princess She's Not. And without a doubt, she ought to be placed as the 2-1 favorite for tomorrow.
2-1.
2-1 favorite. Jack in My Style, he has been knocking at the door ever since. And to the strength of Jack in My Style, he's a lover of Port Moran Turf Club. He loved the route and a distance of 9 furlong. He ought to be quoted as 9-2 second favorite. Horse number 3, Colby Boss. Well, of course, Colby Boss did not show the quality that he normally show at the last event at the Kennard Memorial Turf Club. He was beaten out of place, and Colby Boss 6-1. Horse number 4, Keep On Swinging. That horse has been improving with leaps and bounds, and I think that Keep On Swinging is joint 6-1 favorite. Honey Flow has shown us tremendous ton of speed the last time of asking, and Honey Flow is one as a force. He will be a force to reckon with, and he is in at 3-1. Spitfire knows how to find himself into winner's enclosure. He's a very gusty performer. When the time is right, Spitfire gives to the best of ability, and Spitfire, I quote Spitfire at also 6-1. Golden Blue Echo. We have seen Golden Blue Echo recently at the Kennard Memorial Turf Club try to make every inch a winning one, but was deprived victory by his stable companion. Now, at Port Moran, the surface is a quick surface. Golden Blue Echo must be in with an outstanding chance. Also, Golden Blue Echo quoted second 9-2 favorite. Goodwill Boy has been knocking the door ever since. When the last time of asking at the Kennard Memorial Turf Club, Goodwill Boy did creditably well to finish second, if my memory guides me right. But when he came back recently, again he was beaten. But Goodwill Boy is a horse not to be trusted. I have seen Goodwill Boy some meetings ago at the west coast of Bushtat, where he sprung an upset. So Goodwill Boy also in with an outstanding chance. Brave Sky, tremendous form. A horse that has been living up to his name, Brave Sky.
Yes, Brave Sky.
And the connections of Brave Sky are to the opinion that, well, look, the Nanprasad stable is rearing to go for this grand 8th annual running of the Guyana Cup Fever.
So you go in with an Nanprasad stable.
Lady Budapest has been showing tremendous ability,
Later later on.
and the maximum trip of 900 meters, I think Lady Budapest,
So you going with the closer?
I am at all time. Now, you see the distance of 9 furlong is not an easy distance, you know. You have to calculate the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then you could actually get the winner at the last quarter.
It's a jockey red coming down with a distance like that, but these are some big horses you call them. But Nanpasad stable will be the favorite. However, I will go with your 92 favorite, the number 3 with the Chris Jagdale stable. But it's my pick as a gambler, because I can't go with the favorite because I won't make money like you said. I got to take money to the beach. So I will go with that, and my long shot will be the number 11.
And you know the distance of 9 furlong, it's a tricky something because you know, doing 7 and 8 you can kind of pick a winner, but now when you go with a mile and distance, you know, it tends to change the race quite a bit, and that will maybe you can see an upset, but again, as I said, you know, tomorrow you have to be at Port Morant at the Jumbo Jet race meeting promoted by Junior and the Senior. So you have to be there, because not being there, you would have been on the road or doing any work. You might not be in peace tomorrow. You know, when you hear all this big name in Port Morant and horse race are there, nice condition, and you there doing something else, you have to be there to witness this race and bet in this race, because this is a big name. For a long time, I don't see so much horse and big name horse in one race meeting. So if you out there, horse will walk tomorrow morning early, and by 12, you should start rushing in to Port Morant track for this big event of horse race.
I see an upset in that race. A distance like that, I believe it will be a jockey race. I believe a distance at that, based upon this little outing that I see some of these horse run, I believe it will be a jockey race, and it will be an upset. And I will emphasize what Moin said, that don't hear a third party source about the race afterward. Be there to witness something in the making, and I believe a long shot will pull that.
Yeah, and I was also made to understand from reliable sources that there are some imported jockeys who will be participating tomorrow. When I was at West Coast not too long ago, the jockeys were already left Timiri International Airport, making their way down, and that will make the event even more interesting.
Oh yeah,
because when the foreigner jockeys come into this country to do riding, they ride for king and country, and our local jockey, you can't judge them lightly, because our local jockey, they normally give to the best of the ability. I think that tomorrow race meeting would be a meeting will be long remembered. So I am reminding you, to our fights, the viewers, everybody out there, it's worthwhile to come out in the numbers to support the 8th annual running of the Guyana Cup Fever Horse Racing, sponsored through the kind courtesy of Jumbo Jet Auto Sale at the Port Morant Turf Club. That's the venue. You just can't afford to miss this big one. Come out in numbers, support, see some giant runners, see some international jockeys coming in tomorrow to do battle with our local jockeys them. And I think it's a vice versa. Our local jockeys, all who was watching this program, special good night to our local jockeys. I know those boys, some of them might be looking at this television program. Some of them, they know that they want the Easter bonanza, the Easter pickings, you know. So they're gonna give the best of the ability. Come on, man. You think you're gonna make them foreign jockeys come in the country?
I believe the local jockey will do well tomorrow. I want to believe they will trick the foreign jockey and pull it off tomorrow.
Be there. Be there. It's history in the making. Race number 6. Support the race. Carry your family. Remember, it's going to be local versus international jockey. You don't want to miss this.
Yeah.
Come out and support it.
Also, I'd like to thank our sponsor. I know for a fact that this meet, I'm governing a lot of sponsors, but Jumbo Jet Auto Seal, Jumbo Jet Trucking, Jumbo Jet Racing Stable, the Banks DH always come to rescue, Sheriff Racing Stable, Port Morant Turf Club, Vault Night Club, Rising Sun Racing Stable, Ramchan Auto Spear, Cortin and Drippers Designers, and that's a new
Name.
name added to sponsorship. That's Cortin and Drippers, right?
That's good for sports.
Survival Supermarket. I think a few sponsors still to come on board. I don't know if they're going to be it tomorrow and so forth. But what I'm saying is this, that we are going to enjoy, and not to forget that hot and spicy. I don't want nobody to say that when they go to the race course and they get it hot and spicy, coming all the way from Georgetown with a tasty, finger-licking, delicious product.
Yeah,
Right?
it's good.
So you're going to eat from hot and spicy. You're going to drink from Banks DH.
Yeah, you're gonna
The
have
music set will be here.
the brown rum and the hot and spicy. It really cut well.
It's good combination.
Yes, very good combination.
And Sanko,
Very good.
your music, which set you?
Yeah, the popular song system. Like I don't have the name of the song system, but I know there will be a popular song system.
There will be a
And the dancing girls and dancing boys will be out there. You understand? After race bashment as for NAM. So I think that we're gonna enjoy. And added to that, 400 kites will be issuing to kids coming through the gates. 400 kites under the compliments of Jumbo Jet Auto Sale promotion.
Thank you, Jumbo. Thank
So
you very
free kites, 400 free kites. So don't go and buy
But
kites.
one thing, Sanko, I want to warn these parents and kids: be careful how you fly a kite, or don't fly your kite tomorrow. Keep it for the beach, because tomorrow is racing, and you don't want to fly a kite and the kite cut or let loose and tangle with a horse. So I would advise the parents and the kids, take your kite to the beach on Monday, where we're gonna have the entire quarantine, and all the other 9 regions will be there on Monday.
Well, I know for a fact that Mr. Colin Elcock, he has been knocking the door for victory. I know for a fact that Mr. Fazal Abibola also knocking the door for victory. I know for a fact
Finish.
that Mr. Nan Prasad, well, he has had victory recently.
Jumbo.
Close out.
Mr. Jumbo is also will try to win the Cup Fever.
Close up.
So
Wrap it up.
we just wish each and every one, all the Arsonas them, the trainers, the grooms, a happy Easter, one day Arse meeting. On as we are about to wrap up this program, I would like to thank all the viewers out there on behalf of myself, Mr. Nan Prasad, and Mr. Harbajan, who has taken special time off to be in the studio tonight to highlight the viewers out there what they could expect come tomorrow at the Port Morant Turf Club 8th annual running of the Guyana Cup Fever Horse Race meeting, sponsored by the Jumbo Jet Racing at Jumbo Jet Auto Sales. And until tomorrow, I said, I wish each and every one a good
See
night.
you at Port
See
Morant.
you there.
Tomorrow.
Put Maran tomorrow.